9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. Rotary Run 39 is underway. The lead runners at the lead of the pack, as always. They'll go all the way around the parade grounds, up the hill, on their way. We got bikers in front. We've got walkers behind. We've got about 2,000 runners on the field right now. In 15 minutes, at 11:25, we'll start the 6K. These are all 12K runners. The 39th year, running about 7.46 miles. Help them come out of the field, folks. Class of 2009, well represented here on the parade grounds. All right, 2008 too. The Kuhl component is here from Quilcene. Should be running. Kick it in, Jennifer. Underway, folks. Here come the baby carriages. Lead runners are already around the parade grounds. Those of you waiting for the 6K, that will start at 11:25. That's about 12 minutes from now. Well, what a day for a race. Runners coming down the stretch here into the parade grounds. As they come across the finish line, I'll be able to tell you, and here comes one right now. Greg Garner of Victoria. He's a 6K runner. First one across the finish line, 34 years old. Here comes the second of the 6K runners. And I don't know if this young man has a bib. I don't get, well, he does, I'm sorry, but I don't have your name. But the second runner is in. So the next set of runners coming in are also from the 6K, the first ever Rody 6K. .6K is about 3.7 miles, the 12K about 7.46 miles. Here comes another finisher. And yet another one. Keith Laverty is coming in. He's on the 12K. That's our first 12K finisher in the blue. Keith Laverty has finished. First finisher from the 12K is in the yard. Here comes Liam Payne. He's on the 6K. He's from Squim, 16-year-olds, finishing the 6K. Followed by Uli Steidel of Seattle. He's the 12K. He's our second place finisher on the 12K, Uli Steidel. The runners of the 6K and 12K are intermixed from here on out. Another finisher, he's sprinting it in on the 6K. Another finisher from the 6K, Liam Hutchinson, 13 years old, Seattle, Washington. Followed by another 6K runner, Christopher Edwards of Tacoma, taking it in. Here's another 6K runner, John Arensi, Port Townsend. A healthy 20-year-old. Got a lot of runners entering the field now. In about 10 minutes, it's going to get really packed in terms of people coming across the finish line. This is a mix of 6 and 12K runners. Bradley Islander, he's a 12K runner. He's from Kent, Washington. Bradley Islander. I believe he's the third place 12K finisher, number 3. Lyman Leong of Port Townsend, 60 years old. He's a 6K runner. Bring it in, Lyman. Jeremy Anderson of Chimacum, a 12K runner, followed by Jamie Cheever. She's our first woman 12K. Followed by Andrew Simon of Squamish, 17 years old, 12K. Alexander Hammond, a 6K runner from Port Townsend, 21 years old, bringing it in right now. Richard Zabushkik of Swim, he's a 6K runner, 53 years old. Thomas Fagan of Port Angeles. He's a 12K runner. Richard Feely, Port Townsend, 43. He's a 6K. Daniel Heaton of Chimacum. He's a 6K. 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 Tara Lopez from Port Angeles. She's a 6K. 39 years old. Bring it in, Tara. Aiden Anderson from Bremerton, 19 years old. A 12K. Another batch are coming in, including what looks like the first baby carriage is on its way down the home stretch. Another runner coming in. Richard Lockwood, Port Townsend. 12K, Aaron Atwater, 60 years old. From La Canada, California. Zarni Newman of Seattle, 11 years old, bringing it in. Rich Atwater bringing it in. Heidi O'Shaughnessy, Carolyn White, Catherine White of Seattle. Nikki Leaf is in. Zarni Newman, already announced Zarni at 11. The racers coming in, you've got a post-race massage at the Port Townsend School of Massage in the tennis courts. You also have a post-race screening from Discovery Physical Therapy. It's free. It's in the middle of the parade grounds. Amanda Klinger from Port Townsend kicking it in from the 6K run. Here comes a carriage. Getting a free ride this year. Brought by Shane Duff of Montlake Terrace with some luggage. He's a 6K. Rex Post is a 6K. Christy Wilson is a 12K. She's 52 years old from Port Townsend. Way to bring it in, Christy. Christopher Brown from Port Townsend, he's a 12K. Michael France, 12K from Port Townsend, 55 years old. Michael Sapowski from Freeland, he's 15 years old. He's a 12K runner. Summer Bennington, Port Townsend, a 6K runner. John Riggs, 12K runner from Chicago. Here we've got another batch coming down the pike. Somebody's kicking it in hard here to the finish line. That's Katie Taylor, a 12K runner. Bringing it in all the way, running hard for the finish line. Brad Repworth, Bremerton, Logan Hicks, Port Hadlock. Taking it in hard. Jack Kinsley from Port Townsend, he's 18. He's a 12K runner. Kimberly McIver, Christy Huck from Port Orchard, coming in. Shane Chandler from Kingston, number 182. Mark Brinkhouse is in. Brian Backer is in from Chimicum. Brent Waller is in from Seattle. Samish Fraser is in from Port Townsend. He's 14 years old, number 1202. Way to bring him in, folks. They appreciate that. Don Hemovich from Bothell is coming in. He's a 6K, 71 years old. Bill Eldridge from Quilcene, a fresh 33 is coming in. Adam Carter from Port Townsend is coming in. He's a 12K runner, 35 years old. Claire Cunningham from Port Townsend. Brennan Labrie from Port Townsend, one of our track stars, Port Townsend High School. Thanks for bringing these racers in, folks. It's been a long, beautiful run here in Port Townsend, both the 6 kilometer and the 12 kilometer. Two more finishers sprinting for that finish flag. We're doing a backup here, so I don't have names for just a minute. Okay, River Urian, Joe Walvoltney, Courtney Simulini, Daniel Simulini, Corey Ackerman, Nicole Lerner, Andrew Lee from Edmond. Coming across the finish line. Here comes another sprinter. It's Janine Adam from Bainbridge Island coming in now. She's a 12K runner. Look at her go. Lots of energy to go. She can do another 12K. Charles Ross from Mount Vernon is coming in now. He's a 6K runner. Bringing it into that finish flag. Thanks for bringing him in. Steve Tim from Oak Harbor coming in now. He's a 6K runner. Skylar Gillespie from Camas is coming in now, number 2106. Along with Karen Gillespie, both from Camas. Jackson Ernst, Clayton Ernst from Port Angeles, Kyle Beckhorn from Chimicum, Benjamin Rogie from Seattle, bringing it in, 12K runner. Jan Campbell from Gig Harbor, Devin Dwyer, Huntington Beach, California. They're both 6K. Jonathan Moore from Port Townsend, he's a 12K. Bringing it in now, running hard. Devin Dwyer from Huntington Beach. Don Young from Port Townsend has come across. Lori Bird, Deirdre Sabrerick, Lauren Larson from Port Angeles, Leighton Larson from Port Angeles, 6 years old, Mr. Leighton. Coming on in from that 6K. Larry Canute from Port Hadlock. 71 years old, doing the 6K and coming in hard. Tricia Steidel is coming in now from Seattle. Number 2, she did a 12K all the way through. Randy Steele from Tacoma, Pamela Payne from Squam. Randy's a 12K, Pamela is a 6K. Mark Brinkhouse is in now, he's a 12K. Roger Dean from Poulsbo, 78 years old. Steve Sartorius, hey Steve, 41, bring it in from Bainbridge. Nicole Coitu from Oak Harbor, 12K along with Steve Sartorius. Neil Evans now from Seattle, 6K runner. Nicole Coitu I think has already crossed. Another batch coming in now, Neil Evans from Seattle. Kristen Middlestad of Seattle, a 6K runner. You guys are doing a great job bringing them in at the finish line. Julia Arndt from Port Angeles, Elizabeth Wormsbecker of Seattle, David Garrett of Port Angeles, J.B. Gilchrist, Kyle Tenney, Katie Clark of Quilcene. Coming in hard and fast. Coming in hot. Amelia Simoncelli, Art Colson, Blake Simmons, Leslie Walters, Ian Garling, now Port Angeles, formerly Port Townsend. Eva Talmadge, Mount Lake Terrace, Lisa Lee of Mount Vernon, coming in hard.
Good job.
You racers, you've got post-race massage from the Port Townsend School of Massage. You also have a free physical therapy screening from Discovery Physical Therapy waiting for you on the parade grounds. Xander Robertson from Hansville coming in. Joseph Malatsky, young man from Port Townsend. Crosby Prey, Port Townsend. Justin Prey, the Prey family, coming in hard. John Altimos from Port Townsend. Ann Kuhlman, Jamie Hubler, Shawnee Wanasik, Van Gamble from Port Townsend, Rick Bird from Bremerton. Neil Culver, 67 years old, coming in strong from the 6K. Laura Moore from Port Townsend, she's a 12K runner coming in hot. Thanks for bringing her in, folks, nice job. Cindy McFarland, Bill Chalk from Victoria, British Columbia. Todd Petrovic from Tracyton, Andrew Weiss from Port Townsend, coming in hard. I think I got Laura Moore, maybe not. Patrick Williams from Port Townsend. Jennifer Zabrushnik from Squim, Troy Wormsberger, University Place. Claudia Moran, Aaron Lee from Port Townsend. Tova Orth from Brush Prairie, Washington. Loli Arosamena from Chicago. Kyle Talmadge, Port Angeles. Carter Talmadge, the Talmadge family is here. Angela Toll from Port Angeles. Diane McIntosh from British Columbia. Andrew Sweeney. Doug Bensel coming in strong. Laura Larson from Port Angeles. Chris Sherwood from Seattle coming in hard. Ian Lynn Glasgow, Port Townsend. Alan Anderson, Bremerton. Arnie Schmidt, Petaluma, California. Dustin Larson from Kingston, he's a 12K. Lauren Trescott from Kirkland. Keith Laverty, Port Ludlow. Raylene Rossler from Port Ludlow. Elisha Laverty, Bainbridge. Cindy Scott, Bellingham. And Barecki from Rolling Bay, she's rolling in. Mike Talmadge from Port Angeles is finishing up his 6K. Kat Sanandre from Port Townsend, 17 years old. Zoe Sanandre, 10 years old. Both 6K runners. Ella Davis. Kate Gamble. Ed Savage from Nordland. Dr. Ed. Keith Armstrong from Bremerton. Dennis Lytle, Palisade, Colorado. Josh Bingham from Port Townsend. Vance Anderson, Silverdale. Kyle Dirks, Federal Way. Samantha Miller from Bothell. She's a 12K. Coming in strong. Trillium DY of Port Townsend, Gordon Clemens, Leah Leichel, Brittany Postma, Stephen Yee of Renton, Ben Thomas of Port Townsend, Winemaker, Don Street of Port Townsend, Barbara Maxwell from Port Angeles. Coming in strong and heavy. Kevin Weber, Christina Jump, Tegan Jump. Kevin's a 12K runner, the Jump family, or 6K runners from Coopville. Jeff Foster from Tumwater, he's a 12K, 64 and going strong. Ruling Zhang from Seattle, Josh Tuttle, Silver Lake, Stephen Howell, Lake Stevens. Fuchsia Stankus from Port Townsend, 25 years old. Iyer Newman from Seattle. Richard Waldo, Port Ludlow. Laura Gallo, Port Townsend. Eric Worth, Bainbridge. Andrew Hull, Port Townsend, 18 years old, a 12K runner. Mel Christensen from Port Townsend. Todd Witchell from Bellevue. Asher Kittle, Oliver Bothell from Port Townsend, 8 years old. Both Oliver and Asher, 8 years old, coming in strong. They're 6K runners. For this 39th annual Roadie Run. Nathan Denton from Port Angeles, Jay Shem from Seattle. Madeline Hillier from Cedro Woolley, Elizabeth Hutchison from Seattle. 12K runners. David Dewey from Grapeview. Aiden Falgi from Port Townsend, 13 years old, a 12K runner. Miles Curtis from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a 12K runner. Olivia Yearout from Seattle, formerly Port Townsend, at least the family. Nicole Earls, Beaver, Washington. Stephen Weekly, Chris Tabb, William Urian from Gig Harbor, Jennifer Giles, Jennifer Clark, Robert Albright from Port Townsend, a 6K runner, Joseph Sheffer, Tom St. Amand from Port Angeles, Kenzie DeLeon from Port Angeles, Christopher Westfall, there's a finish, and Wiltshire from Port Townsend. Christopher Goodwin from Port Angeles is coming across. Philip Urian from Gig Harbor, formerly Port Townsend. Jackie Kane, Kenmore, Richard Lynch, Port Townsend. Michael Casella Blackburn, Port Townsend. 59 years old, a 12K runner. Benjamin Falsey from Port Townsend. Peter Barber, Brush Prairie, Washington. Angela Busby, Port Angeles coming across. 12K runners. Heidi Blonker, Marysville. Stephen Nin, Miranda Maxwell. Eleanor Steele from Lake Stevens. Donna Napier from Eugene. Kristen Parcher, Brush Prairie, Washington. 6K runner. Andrew Cochran from Port Townsend. He's a 12K. Taya Hewitt and Dennis Van Ryn from Kirkland coming in now. Taya is 6 years old, a 6K runner. Eric Hollander coming in now. William Romick from Renton. Shannon Cassad. Eric Twelker from Port Townsend, a 12K runner, 67 years old. Jeremy Hewitt coming in. Ambler England from Chimicum, 39, a 12K runner. Kristen Curtis, Dave Brown, Heather Day. Heather from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. James Giuffrida from Silverdale. Josh Brastad from Port Angeles. Charles McCabe. Emily Ernst. Kelly Watson coming in now. Connor O'Keefe from Bellingham. Alexandra Economakis from Kingston. Joshua Dearden, Micah Hutchison. Brian Tracer, Chief Tracer from Port Townsend, at least assistant chief, coming across now. He's a 6K runner. Assistant chief and coach, Aubrey McConnell from Gig Harbor. A 12K runner. Alicia Tim from Oak Harbor is coming in now. A 12K runner. Got energy to burn. Post-race massages available at the tennis courts. Floyd Goodrich, Dominic Lysecki from Tacoma. Raymond Levine, Sarek Sapowski, Zachary Tuttle, Zoe Schubert, Todd Etter, Michelle Malou, Julie Landau, Rory Assel, Ryan Merle, Ida Merle, Justin Stuck, William Kennewick, Brett Richardson, Christian Goodrich. All coming in. Molly McCain from Port Orchard, a 12K runner. Linda Cup, Stuart Marcy from Squim. Linda's from Quilcing. Thomas Hill, Ophelia Hill, Lawrence Jones, Allison Mitchell, Brian Thomas, Noah Landau from Coopville. Tara Peterson, Mike Schubert, Marley Rothschild, Alia Schubert, Sydney Schubert. Rich Kukowski, Janet Martinson from Port Townsend, bringing it in on the 6K. Jim Adams from Squim, Mike Henderson from Stillicum. Tom Reef, Pauline Garassi, Jenny Newman, Stephen Maxwell, Claudia Wilcox from Quilcene, Chad Butler. William Bertram Wolfman from Port Townsend, Martin Musson from Port Hadlock, Oscar Levine, Port Townsend, Maria Watson, Port Townsend, Bill Hutchinson, Seattle, Judy Gain, Port Townsend, Stephen McNeil, Stephanie McNeil, Elise Gardner, Kaylin Prey, Kareth Prey, more of the Prey family, Judy Fisher, Katie Petrick, Nancy Vitarius, Tim DeLacy, Faith Prey, Raina Prey, Annette Gardner, Robert Foster, Eric Gifford, hey, keep kicking in hard, buddy. Leah Simon, Miranda Hewitt from Port Townsend. Tim Gleason from Bainbridge Island, 12K runner. Both a 6K and a 12K mixed together. Mike Mortensen from Port Townsend. Janine Twelker from Port Townsend. Tim Gleason, I think I said Tim's name already. Kyle McKay from Port Townsend. Look at him go. Max Gunn, Matt Barnes, Patty Calizzo, Tammy Postma, Rob Landis, Krista Hone, Anna Bachman from Port Townsend, Ian St. Clair, Tadalik Dollarhide, Michael LaRue, Alexander Lockwood from Port Townsend, Alex, otherwise known as Alex Lockwood, Aaron Brown, Ty Bray, Lindsay Maru, Matthew St. Clair, Joanna Steele, Ben Martin, Elizabeth Petrick, Jennifer St. Clair, Iris Mattern, Tia Rowe, Rebecca Solberg, Russell, Bradley, Brian, Cullen, they're coming in huge numbers, Tim Van Riper, Maryland, Joseph Roberts of Seattle, Brian Shimko, Jr., Alan Hansen, Carl Damer, Melanie Freshwaters of Tacoma, Dominic Broderson of Poulsbo is coming in, 12K runner, Laurie Pendergrass, Eliza Dawson from Port Townsend, 12K runner, 21 years old, Elizabeth Thomas, Melissa Gertis, Skip Cataract, Rachel Parsons, Silas Ward, John Ward, George Rodabaugh bringing it in, Katie Findell, Richard Findell, Casey Findell, the Findell family, Erica Findell, Isabel Damer. Most Findells are from Gatesburg, some from Port Townsend. Severin Spitzer, Lena Curtis, Matthew Major, Andrea Bowers, Aaron Brav, Ashton Meyer Bibbins, Josh Steele, Benjamin Steele from Lake Stevens. Benjamin is 11 years old. Isabel Bates, Todd Dunham, Cordis McBride across the finish line. Zach Olson, Cassidy Urian, thanks, Tim. Cassidy from Port Townsend, Forrest Edwards, Leanne Edwards, both from Montesano. Decker Dirkson's in town. Hey, Decker, coming in from the 12K. Kimberly Marzano from Bremerton. Corey Tuttle is coming in. A 6K runner. Christian Gomez from Marysville. Coming in hard. 14 years old. Randy Holman, Port Townsend. A 12K runner coming in hard too. He's a 12K runner. 47 years old. Eric Orth from Brush Prairie. Heading for the finish line. Gail Sandahl, Arnie Hales, Ellie White from Seattle. Amy Harley from Bellingham. Ken Cates, Bremerton. Terrence Fisher, Sarah Fritz, Pascal Fritz. Milton Lund. Mike Glenn is coming in. Hey, Mike. Rachel Love Adric. Sarah Holtman from Nordland. Philip Arthur from Port Townsend. Jeff Van Den Drysen from Victoria. Dush Locklear from Port Townsend. Kelly Enso. Larry Peterson. Jonathan Smith from Arlington. Elizabeth Cola from Bremerton. Jamie Burleson from Bremerton. Raquel Cherry from Port Angeles. Larry Luke from Squim. Joe Mattern, Zachary Fitzpatrick, Loon Dahl from Port Angeles, Wilmer Villa Lopez, Ryan Dahl, Christopher Rubio, Finn Anderson, Eon Marcy, Krista Mudge from Chimicum, Dan Boone, George Weiss, Sarah Robinson, Kimberly Goodwin, Michael Damer, Tia Rowe, Mary Damer, Jordan Soderquist, Cody McLean, Danae Sackman, Colin Ray, Ryan Peterson, Jane McNabb Dow, Patrick Inslow, Mary Blaine, Tony Inslow, Jeff Heiston, Michael Pettis, Sebastian Manza, Ivan Simcoe, Megan Giraldi, Sharon Giraldi, Aaron Steffes, Kaylee Steffes, Robert Jones, Shauna Kelly, Rachel Mathis, Stacy Prada, Melinda Carson, Camelia Chastain, Linda Pfister, Linda Studley, Paula Peterson, Karen Dickinson, Ed Fitzpatrick, Angela Larson, and Panush from Port Hadlock. Little breather. Ravenna Geisler, Lucy Jones, Ken Pepin, Jonathan Weiss, Mo Middlestad. Natalie Irwin. Daniel Weldon, Weldon from Port Angeles. You folks at the finish line are doing a great job bringing these people home. It's been a long run on a beautiful day. Daniel Weldon, Jolie Steckley, Jenny Davis from Port Townsend is coming in now. Justin Parker from Port Angeles. Bella Fox, Port Townsend bringing it in. Janine Maxwell. Pauline Steins from Victoria. Glenn Dawson from Port Townsend, 12 years old. Kala Amico coming in now. Bring it in, Kala. Jeremy Roller, Danny Kaminsky, Susan Zimmerman, Michelle Turner, Tiara Miller-Hodlick, Leslie Love, Olga Grinstaff, Samuel Day, Levon Crawford, Brad Bringold from Port Townsend, Audrey Milano, Larissa Fryer, Brandon Lum, Brian Moran, Eileen McCain, Jonah Temple, Karen Stillwell, Robin Ward, Christopher Johnson, Bill Geese, Ryan Leonard, Jackie Walker, Allison Reeves, Mary Ann Rempler Hesker, Miranda Stout of Bremerton. Bringing in Miranda Christos Guterres of Langley, British Columbia. Nathan Vanderben, Port Townsend. Lydia Seedy, Lou Hilkin, Jack Ward, Carol Karam, Mary Bakeman from Freeland. Mike Maude, Abby Maude, Jody Adams, Douglas Adams from Port Townsend. Aaron Reich, Craig Eisenberg, Noah Eisenberg, Port Townsend. Noah is 8 years old, coming in on the 12K. Kelsey Damer, Seattle. Dylan Brown, Chimicum. Kayla Cranda, Chimicum. Tom Cranda, Chimicum. Sherry Becker, Polsbo. Martha Oltis, Seattle. Jen Mullen, Port Townsend. Steve Petre, Seattle. Sarah Decker, Forks. Amy Sleeper, Joseph Pollock, Heidi Heitfuss, Porrick Heitfuss from Squim. Kate Martin, Larry Pekarski from Russiaville, Indiana. Genesee Siebergas from Port Townsend, 14 years old, finishing up on the 6K. Connor Sandifer from Port Townsend, finishing on the 12K. Frank Bushy, Philip Millard, Alice Lane from Port Townsend. Robert Batchelor of Seattle, Lauren Skillings, Port Orchard, Andrea Newton of Port Hadlock, Matthew Sweff from Olympia, Emily Ryder, Bremerton, Michael Baum, Olympia, finishing the 12K. Bryce Harbin, Port Townsend, 10 years old, finishing the 6K. Heather Harbin, Port Townsend also coming in. Sky Kindred of Brennan, Patricia Coogan, Bremerton, Lee Richardson, Puyallup, Dave Van Aston, Patrick Johnson, Amanda Randalls, Tamara Rowe, Dean Morgan, Don Tim, Justin Tim, Laura Smith, Theo Cleveland, Mary Waddell from Graham, Yango Lynn, 9 years old coming in, Connor Ferry, Steve Borgard, Katie Anderson, Brian Gilbert, Bart Kale, Brianna Gutierrez from Seattle, Wendy Tuttle of Silverdale, Peg Hunter, Holly Petta, Matthew Petta, Sharon Kuznetsov, Diane Holmes, Keith Johnson, Peter Clark from Sydney, British Columbia, Holly Caves. Don Thomas is coming in now. Andrew Gray from Portland. Milo Goodrich, Sean Hines, Alan Hosher, Cameron Hines, Ginger Hosner, Porter Hammer, Teresa Baboni, Daniel Pudich, Leslie Butt, Janet Parker, Jennifer Denton, Keegan Young, Katie Lowe, Phyllis Sund, Dean Postma, Kimberly Malsoff, Marguerite Cargill, Eric Pranz, Adeline Pranz, Brock Bjornstar, Donna Similuni, Norman Paul Harper, Arenda Spesser coming in, Nancy Spesser, Laura Hirayama, Joyce Foster, bring it in Joyce, John Gieser from Port Townsend. Jessica Comerford, Port Townsend. David Christian from Port Angeles. Alicia Bjornstad of Buckley. Hazel Rose is coming in. Allison Crum, Emery Scott, Jim Miller. Lyndon Levine from Port Hadlock. Valerie Stallings. Shona Grimm from Port Townsend. Carrie Sanford. Denver Milne. Ryan Europe, Barbara Hager, Sage Harrington, Rowan Elliott, William Mosley, Julia McKay, Dora Europe, Magnolia Europe, Paula Waters, Carolyn Sport, and Toby Tyrell from Port Townsend. Connie Barrows, Elizabeth Nordford, Christopher Sands, Zacharia Parker, Sylvie Parker, Wender McFeetris, Heather Cook. Nancy Zamberlin, Carol Thomas, Kathy Zamberlin, Vicky Montelengo, Bill Powers, Corey Ann Presser, Suzanne Sample, Rob Landis, Michelle Ryder, Olivia Bates, Brad Gamble from Port Townsend, Sue De Silva, Molly Dunbar from Camino, James DeVore from Coopville, Matthew Arnold, Kelly Peterson, Anna Maude, Nathan Ward from Port Townsend. Remember, post-race massages at the tennis courts. Port Townsend School of Massage. Also a free checkup from physical therapists from Discovery Physical Therapy in the parade ground. Crystal Mayer, David Aguano, Bob Giesler from Port Townsend. Bring it in, Bob. Michael Mosley from Port Ludlow is coming in the finish line. Chloe Parr, Linda Peterson, Nicole Cavello, Gordon Olson, Marjol Rio, Peggy Norcutt, Leanne Monroe, Robert Monroe, Cheryl Villancourt, Renaud Villancourt, Max Sinandre, Debbie Sinandre, Tori Sinandre, the Sinandre family coming in strong. Elijah Boutelier along with Jordan Boutelier, Ben Gwynn, Mark Arndt, Karen Arndt, Julie Arndt, Wendy Phelps. Celia Meyer, Darlene Davis, Josh Nash, Christine Broderson, Audrey Haydu, Kaylee Haydu, John Robleski, Melanie Shoup, Amy Airy, Mitchell Thomas, Shay Stroop, James Edwards, Patrick Thompson, Evelyn Thompson, Brady Henby, Russell Bradley, Julia Meade, Susan Brandt, Dana Brown.
Lizzie Userman, Dana Brown, Susan Brandt, Julie Meade from Nordland, Russell Bradley, Rachel Hanby, Evelyn Thompson, Patrick Thompson, James Edwards from Montesino, Susan Brandt, Julie Meade, Russell Bradley, keep getting the same names pop up here. Tim Arthur, Tricia Arthur, Abigail Dalton, Harvey Crow, James Crow, Wayne Johnson, Lynn Nugent, Steve Barker. Unknown Pacific, 1176. Hello, Unknown Pacific. Jeremy Noble, Janet Long, Sabrina Cleverly, Sandy Harthan, Willa Larson, Zoe Ernst, Langdon Larson, all from Port Angeles, Megan Smith, Phil Holman from Port Townsend, Angela Martinez, Port Townsend, Pamela Young, Felipe Combs, Maggie Whitman, Greta Gamble from Port Townsend High School, Terry Griffin, Tracy Sanders, Abigail Little, Casey Wright, Catherine Peterson, Andrew Peterson, Michelle Keaton, Peter White, Matthew Van Fleet, Linda Fitzgerald, Ellen O'Brien, Rose Johnson, Janet Higdon. Ann Moltke, Rael Lennox, Hazel Bellinger, Margaret Emery, Sarah Isk, Molly McCoy, Terry Comstock, Laura Summers, Barbara Dance, Emma Berry, Barbara Jackson, Sylvia Flynn, Sally Giesler, Ryan Palmquist, Spencer Albright, Sue Billings, Donna Madison, Todd Woods, Lois Lane, Ben Polkwell, Luke Zembrinsky, Wendy Good, Chris Olson, Dave Crosby, Wayne Taylor, Kimberly Wood, Vicki Hendon, Chris Hansen, Linda Queensland, from Port Townsend, Kim Hammers from Port Townsend, Dave Minahan from Seattle, Alfred O'Meara, Ording, Michelle Lynn, Robert Yost, Ronald Yost, Douglas Lee, Kim Collins, Sharon Richardson, Penny James, Leif Widley, Jill Carlson Armstrong, Kenji Schuler, Elizabeth Mosley from Chimicum, James Kirby, Marcy Garcia, Rebecca Bradley, Ann Astill, Gina Albright, Port Townsend, Chris Cooley, Olympia, Amanda Theroff, Port Townsend, Catherine Wilson, Port Townsend, Todd Gottlieb, Lena Harrington, Trevor Bradley, Judy Gill, Lloyd Gill, Madeline Holloway, all the way from California, Jim Donaldson, Lori Lofgren, Rachel Hendon, Bird Lakes Bright, Tim Dolan, Ian Rowe, graduate Port Townsend High School, now in Edmonds, Kristen Burnell, Tim Nolan, Brian Hester, Sophia Pargis Peterson, Lori Katie, Shel Boston, Joseph Miller, Laura Rowland, Lisa Rowland, Ann Miller, Catherine Wing, Lisa Williams, Henry Botto, Hannah Marks from Port Townsend High School, Sherry Raines, Donna Weber, Sonia Younger, Terry Tristan, Kenneth Uphoff, Carolyn Anderson, Elizabeth Hart, Deborah Beckham, Pamela Gill, Corey Aspel, Sue Forstock, Jennifer Gallant, Dennis Sundell, Tracy Stoltz, Wayne, Kelly, Chet Bowler from Port Townsend, Tony Austin, Port Townsend Philippines, Paul Whatever, William Bunker from Port Townsend, Marlena Baker, Sally Hanson, Nicole Rainey, Terry McNabb, Joshua Campbell, Billy Steele, Susan Stanton, Kay Benko, Chris Harms, Omar Russ, Karen Holmquist, Charlie Sheriff, Jane Corrada from Port Townsend, Ashley McCarron, Maureen McCarron, Doug McCarron, all from Port Townsend. Ryan Tracer, Port Townsend. Dave Anderson, Liberty Place. Lauren Montgomery, Port Hadlock. Gretchen Robinson, John Bacher. Here comes the Roding Royalty to the finish line. Cheer on your Roding Royalty. Also Ann Crable coming in, Fort Townsend High School graduate. Danny Bowling. Julie Larson. Danny Howell. Julia Friends. Spencer Gibbons. Dana Brown. Matt Elkins. Kelly Bongo. Debbie Tebow. Kristen Nygager. Dolores Fraser. Amy Knudsen. Karen Pentwell. Christine Curtis. Penny Westfield. Sophie Wilson from Fort Townsend High School. Our other announcer's daughter. Alyssa Barrett coming across. Alyssa Brown. Jasmine Heron from Fort Townsend. Kylie Wagger, Tammy George, Jeff George. Aaron Murphy. Julia Bueller. Angela Sosik. Lindsay Shepard. Barry Jarvis. John Waters. Barbara Silva. Wilma Waters. Jim Durham. David Kerwitz. Campbell Anderson. Kathleen Anderson. Emily Watkins. Good job, James. Katie Enslow, Justin Parker, Sam Quinnell, Sarah Quinnell, Larry Cook, Eric Johnson.
Hey, Janet! Woo!
Monica London, Ed Burkett, Ashley Osborne, Francis Oski, Mary Harris, Scott Broderson, Jen Wilson, Karen Wolfen, Robert Alexander, Noah Harrison, Diane Martin, Ben Martin, Noah Harrison, Paula Zimmerman, Gwen Hannon, Robert Williams, Kathy Mack, Pauline Basket, Paula Epstein, Maddie Hawkins, Fort Townsend High School graduate, Sonia Doss, Bob Holtridge, Philip Jenkins, Ryan Graham, Chuck Easton, Justin Parker, Bruce Mitzker, Fort Townsend High School graduate, Angela Meek, Emily Wallner, Riley Roberts, Emily Wallner, Noel Oden, Nathan Mariota, John O'Brien, Sandra Gross, Becca Bush, Allison Puckett, Mary Friend, longtime Fort Townsend runner, former owner of Fort Townsend, Chris Walker, Elizabeth Fitzpatrick, Kristen Weber, Martha Brown, William Simcoe, Andrew Gieser, Don Aldrich, Victoria Kearney, Don Aldrich, Julia Myers, John Toman of Port Townsend. John Pearson, Lee Parsons. Heather LaGrue, Nancy Lorette, Kate Mosley, Lori Reed, Emily Emmer, Monica Attikin, Krista Conley, Kim Collins, someone is looking for you at the announcer's booth. Kim Collins. Doug Phelps, Paulsbo. David Craybill, Port Townsend. Jane Craybill. Kim Collins, Gerald Lee is at the announcer's booth looking for you. Longtime friends have been reunited. Terry Ryan, Jesse Ryan, Elianne Burks, Brian Tracer, Callum Hicks, Carl Jawinski, Jack Ott, Sheldon Spencer, Sandra Wordsmith, Isaiah Hicks, Jennifer Tracer, Brian Tracer, Kerry Ryan, Jesse Ryan, Sharon Ricks, all the way from Elkhorn. Eric Sporer, Andrea Deo, Jeff Bemis, Brianne Bemis, Esther Conway, Jasmine Martin, Annabella Ashmore, Riley DeMere, Holly Newton, Glenn Swoff, Bill Deemer, Bill Deemer, Sandra Violet, Shirley Nickel, Kelly Sandleford, Nancy Wilden, Gina Capel, Amy Ricks, Juki Dixon, Carolyn Gross, Deanna Wilde, Suzanne Rogers, Tina Schuler, Nancy Hulling, Laura Ott, Kim, Gerald Lee is now at the announcer's booth. Kim, okay, at this point in time, we'd like to announce our top 3 winners for the male and female if they can report to the announcer's table for their awards. Jamie Cheever of Seattle, Katie Taylor, Nicole Lerner, Keyport, Those are the females. Amy Sheaver, Katie Taylor, Nicole Lerner. Please come to the announcer's booth up on Officer's Road. Top finishes for the male, Keith Laverty, hope I'm pronouncing that, Bainbridge. Cooley Seidel of Seattle second, and Bradley Islander of Kent is third. Please come to the announcer's booth. The race director has your medals. Okay, Nancy Dirk, Seattle, Hillary Smith, Port Hadlock, Jennifer Dearden, Kirkland, Anna Dearden, Kirkland, Benjamin Dearden, Kirkland, Colvin Callahan, Seattle, Tess Webster, Silverdale, Skylar Steakley, Port Townsend, Karen Fusto, Silverdale, Ben Martin, Chimicum, 14 years old. Julian Holloway, Port Angeles. Owen Rowe, Port Townsend. Kate Espy, Mila Queen, Queen Emerson, Laura Lee Fredrickson, 9 years old. Stacy Smith. Peggy Meyer. Mindy Dyer. Jeanette Mays. Gerald Enslow. Judy Enslow, Lisa Reeser, Robert Yorick, Jeanette Mays, Naomi Steele, Annabelle Moore, Roberta Crosby, 71 years young, Katrina Tuttle, Amy Steele, Matthew Gubler, Christine Hagelin, Jacob Metzger from Port Townsend High School. Graduated, I think 96. Sheila Christensen. Renee Lancaster. Lena Anderson. Scott Ramey. Port Townsend. Cheryl DeMoss. Port Townsend. Austin Paul. Port Townsend, Jennifer Paul, Port Townsend. Okay, now we have somebody looking for men's wedding band. If anyone has found a men's wedding band, please turn it in to the announcer's booth. Anna Brown. We're also looking for a set of keys with dog tags and an Army Ranger badge on it. Please bring them to the announcer's booth. Jill Mize, Kathy Butcher, Cynthia Marker, Charles Millman, Edward Vanderpool,
Here are some of the final results of the 39th annual as folks are still coming in the gate. The top three men open winners for the field: Keith Laverty of Bainbridge Island, Uli Steidel of Seattle, and Bradley Islander of Kent. The top three women open winners: Jamie Cheever of Seattle, Katie Taylor, and Nicole Lerner. Nicole is from Keyport. Katie, would you please come up to the announcer's booth? We want to talk to you for a second. Katie Taylor, to the announcer's booth. Some other results. These are age related. And starting on the women's side, from under 7, our number 1 runner was Jet Mullen of Port Townsend. 7 to 12, Tadalek Dollarhide of Port Townsend, followed by Iris Mattern and Tia Rowe. 13 to 15 years old, Lauren Larson of Port Angeles, followed by Kinsey DeLion of Port Angeles and Molly McCain of Port Orchard. 16 to 18 years old for the women, Johanna Steele of Tacoma, Isabel Bates of Seattle. 19 to 24 years old, Elisa Laverty of Bainbridge, Alexandra Ekonomakis of Kingston, and Sarah Sapowski of Bellingham. 25 to 29 years old, Janine Adam of Bainbridge, Nicole Coutu of Oak Harbor, and Ruling Zhang of Seattle. 30 to 34 years old, Angela Toll of Port Angeles, Lauren Truscott of Kirkland, Samantha Miller of Bothell. 35 to 39 years old, Loli Arosamena of Chicago, Amber Anglin of Chimacum, Eleanor Steele of Lake Stevens. 40 to 44 years old, Tricia Steidel of Seattle, Laura Moore of Port Townsend, Elizabeth Hutchinson of Seattle. 45 to 49 years old, Jennifer Giles of Poulsbo, Chris Tebb of Tacoma, and Heidi Blomker of Marysville. Then 50 to 54 years old, Barbara Maxwell, Port Angeles, Julie Landau, Coopville, Leah Simon, Port Townsend. We would like Katie Taylor to join us up here at the announcer's booth. Katie Taylor, the number 2 women's finisher. Continuing on with the women first 3 placers, and by age range, 55 to 59 years old, Dawn Street of Port Townsend, Donna Napier of Eugene, and Pauline Garazzi of Sequim. 60 to 64-year-old top 3, Janine Twelker of Port Townsend, Mo Middlestad of Port Angeles, and Pauline Steins of Victoria. Catch up with a few finishers here. Tom Young, Lois Sherward coming in, Heather Bornmeyer of Kirkland, Kristen Bonemeyer, Kirkland, David Harter of Bremerton. Also Carly Elliott, Port Townsend, Todd Allen, Issaquah. Here we've got Travis Siebergas coming in. David Alvarez of Port Townsend has crossed over. Marka Davies of Port Angeles coming in. Maria Powell coming in, finishing strong. Jennifer Thompson coming in. Julia Briggs from Bellevue is coming in now. Sonia Miller, Carol Eakoff of Squim, Rob Olakanen of Port Angeles, Renee Barabo of Port Townsend.
Come on, do it!
Finish off with the women age-related group, 65 to 69-year-olds. Number 1, Linda Studley, Marysville. Number 2, Carol Coram, Seattle. And then 70 to 74, number 1, woman finisher, Judy Fisher of Federal Way.
Dennis Kelly of Port Ludlow. Emily Boudelier. Annie Boudelier. Lily Driscoll. Lily is Jan Boudelier's granddaughter. Megan West. Alan Turner. Cynthia Turner. Doug Price. Willa Pavarti. Renee Nugent. Audrey Mathis, Elsa Laverty, Linda Weirman, Andrew Jennings, Beth Ross, Linda Rollins, Elsa Laverty, Linda Ungerland, Andrew Jennings, Kate Durham, Sarah Stanmore, Mark F. Roller, Holly Brown, Sarah Collingwood, Elsa Laverty, Bainbridge Island, for those of you that know Ms. Lois Sherwood, this will be her last year teaching at Port Townsend High School. Come mid-June, she'll be free as a bird after many, many years. Lily Estos, Elsa Laverty, Sherry Kiley, Tamara Stevens, Daphne Weaver, Susan Bashir, Elsa Laverty, Jerry Dietrich, Linda Golden. Sherry's 83 young years old. I hope I'm moving that good in another 10 years. Give Jerry a big hand. Aaron Hawkins, Jan Baudelaire, Port Townsend High School Secretary, Jim Parker, Joanne Seitz, Sarah Seitz, Stephanie Baudelaire, Dave Collingwood, Deborah Baker, Elsa Laverty, Blaine Goss, Amanda Rubio, graduate Port Townsend High School, if I remember right, Tricia Husko, Sarah O'Brien, Chloe Van Sos, Judy Fisher, Elsa Laverty, Bainbridge Island, Kathy Keplowski, Freeland, Jody Lehman, Chimicum, Lisa McKenzie, Port Townsend, Kyle Liskey, Tacoma, Douglas Bradley, all the way from British Columbia, Marilyn Perkins, Laura Rornstad, Matt Driscoll, Tacoma, Gail Dunham, Catherine Coburn, Derek Coburn, Bill Hutchinson, Richard Coburn, Jenny Kovacs, Stephen Ricketts, Julie Hutchinson, Linda Lindquist, Gabby Pizzo, Catherine Casella, Caitlin McKinley, Roberta Martinelli, Luke O'Hara, Chris Tosa, Robert Martinelli, Brittany Berglund, Leah Harrison, Rael Lennox, Rachel Wiles, Nicole O'Hara, Matthew McCool, Rita Vaughn, Joanne Bailey, Tom Lindley, Caleb McCary Smith, Justin Smith, Olivia Lance, Howard Keys, Harry Keys, Melissa Molstock, Brett Blackburn, Lynn Birdlake, Justin Smith, David Prison, Howard Keys, Terry Keys, Kathleen McCary Smith, Deanna Salvera, Cuba Hoyer, Colonel Ricks, John Holmes, Frank Casella, Steve Trout from Oregon, Giselle Harder, Port Townsend,
I think they ran all around. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what you did? You did this. So now you know.
Sue Gillard, Port Townsend,
Do it every year. You can.
Lisa Titus, Linda Titus, Shelby Smith,
You guys did great. You did it.
Sean Bornmeyer, Matthew Merrill, Braden Bornmeyer, Adriana Robinoff, Austin Kettner, Emma Buller, Carol Rogers, Austin Tittner. Hillary Metzger, Fort Townsend. Julia Atwood. Cindy Marks. Catherine Moltke. Carol Rogers. Emma Bueller. Melissa Wernick. Patricia Madrill, Betsy Zoomkiller, Bonnie Benton, River Morris, Colin Myers, Colin Mize, Arthur Larson, Patricia Madrill, River Morris. Here comes George Fullerton, all the way from Royal Springs, Idaho. Okay, here's our age groups. Laurel Dawson, Michael Dawson, Denise Scherer, George Fullerton. All right, here we have the age group results for the men's race. For the under 7, J.B. Gilchrist. And then we have 2 unknowns, bid number 1300 and bid number 1353. Second and third are bid 1300 and bid 1353. And we have Brian Baker from Chibicum, Dave Leisky from Tacoma, Kyle Nigel from Port Townsend, Sandy Nickel, Rob Nickel, crossing the finish line. Okay, boys 7 to 12. Number 1, William Urin. Number 2, Austin Meyer Bivens. Number 3, Ken Anderson. 6 boys 7 to 12. All right, another race to the finish line here. Terry Wilbur, R. Johnson, Quinn Wilbur, Cameron Willis, Steve Cooper, Teresa Rosecans, Heidi Norns, Nancy Larson, Rebecca Biddlesole, Priscilla Cooper, Meg Snow, Katie Simmons, Molly Childs, Isaiah Chavez, William Hobbs, Kelsey Davis, Ruth Westall, Connor Hyman, Susan Gieser, Diane Arnold, Anna Manis, Andrew Westall, Grace Westall, Willis Westall, Aiden Westall, Leah Fountain, Terry Holmberg, Lois Snodgrass, Jennifer Matter, Rebecca Matter, Lewis Johnson, Isaac Neeson, Maria Canero, okay, some more results for the males in the Rody Run. For boys 13 to 15. Number 1, Michael Sapowski from Freeland. Number 2, Seamus Frazier from Port Townsend. Number 3, Joseph Moltowski, Port Townsend. Okay, now we have Richard Davies crossing the line. Melanie Tenero, John Ravinian, Patrick Huckleray, Cindy Enstrom, Greg Enstrom, Charlie Benson, Deborah Reed, Sherry Jones, Jen Dempsey, Nysa Gallagher, Melissa McKish, Jake Wilson, runners, don't forget the Port Townsend School of Massage. Up on Officers Row here, Port Townsend School of Massage. Stacy Mathis, Shannon Sinclair, Amy Yarley, Kathy Presley, Joyce Parsnick, Jim McCallan, Daniel Withrow.
Okay, you missed.
Kelly Von Buckle.
I beat you, Stacy.
Various things. And now I know what I look like.
Victor Dirksen of Port Townsend crossing the finish line. Jenny Dirksen, Port Townsend crossing the finish line. Charles Dirksen, Seattle. Okay, men 16 to 18. Number 1, Andrew Simon. Squamish. Number 2, Jack Kinsley, Port Townsend. Okay, 19 to 24. Number 1, Aiden Anderson. Number 2, Kyle Dirks. Number 3, Kevin Weber. Mary Schofielder just crossed the line. Robert Maris. Diane Maris. Nathan O'Hara just crossed the line. Grace Pyatt. Nancy Noslin.
I was judging everything with Nella and nailed it there running the full way.
Okay, male, 25 to 29. Jeremy Anderson, Chimicum. Thomas Fagan, Port Angeles. Christopher Brown, Port Townsend.
So good.
Sherry Fleming running across the line. Michelle Ashby. Blaine Martin. Andrea Martin. Sarah Hooten, Mary Schoenfelder, Robert Maris, Diane Maris. All right, male 30 to 34, Richard Lockwood, 1, Port Townsend. Brent Waller, Seattle, number 2. Number 3, Benjamin Rogie, Seattle. Benjamin St. Clair past the finish line. Nathan St. Clair. Sarah Grice. Kelly Richardson. Mary Sundin from Port Townsend. Okay, for the boys 16 to 18-year-old, Brennan Labrie. finished third.
Oh yeah.
Here we have Quinn Danielson, Jeannie Weber-Haleman, Christine Danielson, Marcy Garrett,
Well, maybe
Sandra Rodell,
maybe next year at least we'll practice before that.
Okay, male, 40 to 44. Jonathan Moore, number 1, Port Townsend. Number 2, Randy Steele, Tacoma. Number 3, Steve Satoris, Bainbridge. Leah Brown from Nordland. Joni Tyler from Port Townsend. Meredith Anderson, all the way from North Vancouver. William Brock, Port Townsend. Bonnie Brock, Port Townsend. Quinn Danielson, swim. Christine Danielson, swim. Jenny Weber Heilman, Port Angeles. William Collab, Port Townsend. Violan Goldsberry, Mukilteo. Erika Dirksen, Port Townsend. Okay, male finishers, 50-54. Shane Chandler, Kingston. Don Young, Port Townsend. Don Ultimus, Port Townsend. Male 55-59. Michael Franz, first Port Townsend. Edward Savage, Nordland. Number 3, Stephen Yee, Renton. Male 60-64. Van Gamble from Port Townsend. Bill Chalk, Victoria. Jeff Foster, Tumwater.
5 years?
65-69. Stephen Howell, Lake Stevens. Eric Walker, Port Townsend. Raymond Levine, Port Townsend. And 70-74. Arnie Hales, Edmonds. Daniel Weldon, Port Angeles. Frank Bushy, Port Townsend. Okay, we have Mary Sandoval, Denise Kittleson, Carnelia Griffin, Ann Nugent, Julie Loomis, Linda Dieter, Jennifer James Wilson, Leslie Kimball, and Scott Walker. Jessica Von Buchel. Okay, now we have the 6K to announce. As Jessica Bell and Linda Shirk approach the finish line, along with Gina Golden. Okay, overall winners for the 6K female. Shannon Glass of Poulsbo first. Tara Lopez, Port Angeles second. Nikki Lee, Edmonds third. For the male open 6K, Greg Garner, Victoria first. Carter Swarthouse, Port Townsend second. Julia McGill, Ron McGill, Belfair third. Ron is 13 years old.
So folks, if you were in the top 3 places in your age category, first, second, or third in your age category, there are medals waiting for you in envelopes at the White Awards tent, which is adjacent to the 2 blue tents near the finish line. That White Awards tent has Rody Run medals and ribbons waiting for the top 3 finishers in every age category. If you don't know if you were one of those people, check the database monitors in the blue tents and you'll find out. And if so, the awards, medals, and ribbons are waiting for you right next door in the white awards tent for the top 3 finishers in each age category. Those categories are about every 5 years. So check it out. Those medals are waiting for you. Make sure and pick them up now if you can, before the Roadie Run event is completely over with.
Okay, Owen Vicky, Vanessa Vesey, pardon me, Elaine Vesey, Susan Riddell, Patricia, David Fulmer, Monica LaRue, Jenny McSweeney, Cheryl Clark. Jenny is a graduate of Port Townsend High School. Brooke Anderson, Owen Vicky, Valerie Vesey. Oh, by the way, Cheryl and her daughter were also on the cover of the webpage for the Roadie Run this year. Erica Jarman, Jordan Holloway, Kit Ward Pritchell, Faith Teekeben, Oliver Wilday, Elizabeth Watkins, Erica Jarman, Jennifer Castleton, Justine Axman, Star Wall, Oliver Wilday, Okay, for the under 6 females, Barbara Jackson placed first. Then the next group, Addison Weichel, Sumas, Kay Hewitt, Sydney Schubert from Bremerton. Oh, Natasha Hill, Cheryl Hess, Holly Cochran, Brenda Valentine, Malcolm Nielsen, Brady White, Dick Conway, Madeline Holloway, Sharon Kelly. We have somebody's driver's license here. Last name Hewling. Last name Hewling. And she was born in 1950. We have your driver's license, Miss Hewling. If you can match the picture, it's yours. It's at the announcer's booth. Driver's license, Ms. Hewling. Okay, Gretchen Cooper, Kate Franco, Sophie Wilson. Crossing the finish line again. Alice Oliver, Carlene Nesri, Lenore Johnson, Jason Matthews, Lisa Gallagher, Sam Barnhill, Emily Golan, Taylor Huddleston, Sherry Denny, Catherine LaRue, Glenna Campbell, Carlene Nesri, Lenora Johnson, Jason Matthews, Gina Strum, Kayla Huddleston, Sherry Denny, Nanette, Diana Johnson, Christy White, Joe Klaus, Tiffany Cormel, Lillian White, Darcy Klaus, Nanette Ehrlicher, Brooke Mueller, Gina Sturm. Susan Pratt, Kimber Cochran, Diana Johnson. Betty Dietrich, Susan Pratt, Kimber Cochran, Lindsay Schulich, Allison Jones, Teresa Swindren, Robert Nash, Carson Nash, Kelsey Laughlin, Linda Laughlin, Jack Nash, Paul Bates, Bree Gwynn, Rosie Jackson, Rosie Jackson, Gina Porta Roller, Amelia Roller,
Yeah, the kids will all be like talking about it like the election.
Kendra Peterson,
All the kids talk about it don't matter.
Rachel Woon,
I can see like the celebration of the destruction.
Yes, yes.
The mole.
Right, right.
Teresa Frick, Janet Bryan, Janet Bryan,
AJ didn't get it. He's kind of like running in shadow.
Rachel Broaddock, Lindsay Asplin, Margie Bruckner, Shauna Olson, Holly Johnson, Janet Bryan, Teresa Fick, Ricky, Emily Holler, Carolyn Hiller, Kendra Peterson, Rachel Breitbach, Keith Laverty, Bainbridge Island. Please report to the announcer's booth. Keith Laverty, Bainbridge Island. Please come to the announcer's booth. Thank you. Dave Markison, Jim Broker, Rachel Breitbach. Across the finish line. Okay, we still have Ms. Holling's driver's license.
I didn't say it, I was just like, yeah, and then I thought,
Ms. Holling from Lake Forest Park. We have your driver's license in the announcer's booth.
yeah,
Please come and get it.
I'm like, where's Mom? Ah, she's back there.
yeah, because I couldn't catch him. Like, would he have done that?
Apparently I'm told you're Neil Potoff's daughter-in-law.
AJ's really fast at like 75 minutes.
Couldn't have a nicer father-in-law than Neil. Sawyer Duvall, Samantha Pearson, Anna Cole, Kate Mercer, Alyssa Corey, Shayla Cora, Ariel Spencer, Sawyer Duvall, Samantha Pearson, Anna Cole,
Good job, guys. Good job.
Melissa Willman, Patrick Stewart,
Right down there,
Neil
guys.
Allen,
Hey, Sam, we'll wait for you in here. How about Chanel?
Betsy Gray, Andy Miller, Julia Miller, Vivian Kuhl, Connie Vogt, Vivian Kuhl, Colby Gamble, Kaya White, Richard Lewis, Wilder Lewis, Jessica Kahn, Paul Brinkman, Pat Gulick,
Right, right. No, I am excited to go do that. I'm sure that there's like all these beds that we might not be excited like before the end of it.
Okay, back to the 6K run. So Barbara Jackson placed first in the youngest, and then the under 6, Addison Lyko, Kaya Hewitt, Sydney Schubert, 7 to 12, Carolyn White, Hope Orth, Zoe Sondra, 13 to 15, Katie Clark, Shauna Wanselsick, and Ella Davis. Okay, Mari Gomez, Don Pearson, Tanya Cole is crossed the finish line. Okay, 13 to 15, Katie Clark, Shauna Wanslick, Ella Davis. That's the 6K. Pierre just crossed the finish line. We don't have his last name. Bill James, Megan James, Megan James. Joby Russ, Mary Novak, Linda Monroe, Gary Novak, Renee LaRosse, Linda Monroe, Marilyn Moore, Richard Moore.
Good job, man. Gotta go, keep going down.
Molly Parker, Halsey Emery, Madison Braden, Don Braden, Ellen Pearson, Nathan Old Jacob, Nathaniel Jacob, Shelley Brown, Shirley Beck, Corey Rogers, Adele Lowe, Ryan White, Fort Townsend, high school graduate, Rick Smith, Fort Townsend High School graduate. Okay, Ellen Ruby, Penny Ruby, Donald Hankinson, John Petron, Michelle Hankinson, Sandra Petron, all crossing the finish line. Okay, back to the 6K. Katie Clark, Shauna Wanstick, Ella Davis for 13 to 50. Courtney Samulini, Kat Andrew, and Phoebe Arthur for 16 to 18. 19 to 24, Brittany Bird, Brooke Bird, and Cynthia McFarland. Okay. We have David Goldsmith, which says here female age 10 on the database, crossing the finish line. That's pretty interesting, Dave. I think there was a scramble in the old... Oh, there's two David Goldsmiths crossing the finish line. The other one I think has the right age and sex. Tyler Matheson, Jeffrey Mercer, Stephen Finch, now Bo Washington, Madeline Cavanaugh, Jan Johnson, Leslie Cavanaugh,
Folks, once again, if you are one of the top 3 finishers in your age category, now's the time to come over to the awards tent by the finish line and pick up your medallion, your beautiful Roadie Run 39 medallion, and the ribbon. Top 3 finishers in every age category have those waiting for them. If you don't know if you are one of the top 3 finishers in your age category, check out the data in the twin blue tents near the finish line. You can find out there. And then right next door is the awards tent where they want to give you your medallion. Please do it now before those medallions move along. Thank you.
Okay, Roxanne Coldefe, Anna Laura Costino, Oscar Hammer, Kristen Lindley, Michael Forseth, Susan Lindley, Shiloh Hadoret, Anna Talenko, Nicholas Warfield, all crossing the finish line. Calla Corden is coming across the finish line. Give her a cheer, she's age 10. Big hand. DJ Warfield, now Tukwila. Andy Warfield, Tukwila. Linda Warfield, Tukwila. Racing to the finish line. Along with Leah Finch, Port Townsend High School graduate. With Alex Galloway, Port Townsend.
Yes!
Okay, folks, back to reading the 6K results for 25 to 29-year-old. Taryn Gillespie, Camas first. Julia Almett, Port Angeles second. Leah Lykel, Sumas third. 30 to 34. Nikki Leith, Edmonds. Amanda Klinger, Port Townsend. Terry Cunningham, Port Townsend, third for 30 to 34. 35 to 39, Tara Lopez, first. Soma Benninghoven, Port Townsend, second. Kimberly McIver, Victoria, third. 40 to 44, Catherine White, Seattle, first. Heidi Ashton, Tennessee. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Portland is second. Jamie Hobler is third. 45 to 49, Deidre Cosbrick, Mount Vernon. Raylene Rosett, Port Ludlow. and Maryland, and just an initial R, last name for Seattle for third.
Gotta be coming up soon, guys.
Rhonda Neidiger finishing. Jadine Rubio, Lisa Flanders, all finishing here in the race.
I like that. How do you
Danita Henke, Vita Dossi,
Toss Foley, and they're like,
approaching the finish
passed
line.
us a long time ago. He's gonna win. How do you guys?
Connor Bell of Bremerton, John Bell, Bremerton,
Yay!
Maggie Bell, Bremerton, approaching the finish line.
Go, Carmen! Woo! Good job, guys. You bummed me.
Okay, back to the 6K age results.
What?
Women 50 to 54. Shannon Bass, Paulsbo first. Christy Wilson, Port Townsend second. Roy Bird, Bremerton third, 50 to 59. Jan Kemple, Gig Harbor. Paula Payne, swim. Wesley Walters, Kingston. 60 to 64, Erin Atwater first. And McIntosh in British Columbia second. Anna Borski, Rolling Bay, Washington third. Mark Campbell, Claudia Campbell, Connor Bell, approaching the finish line. Pardon me, Connor passed a while back. Mitch Connor, Chimicum, Allie Wilson, Port Angeles. Jill Malion, she's 11 years old. Judy Falk, Monroe. J. Michael Moore from Port Townsend. Judy Falk, Monroe. Tom Steenan, Atlanta, Georgia, finishing. Okay, women 6K, Shannon Bice, Holzbolt, Christy Wilson, Port Townsend, Roy Bird, Bremerton, 50-54. 50-59, Jan Campbell, Pamela Fire, Wesley Walters, 60-64, Erin Atwater, Diane McIntosh, Anna Borski, 60-65, Claudia Morin, Linda Cup, Rebecca Soberg. Robin Stinman, Port Townsend, Tom Stinman, Atlanta, Georgia. Crossing the finish line. Okay, 6K, 60-69, Claudia Morin, Linda Cup, and Rebecca Soberg. Linda's from Colsey. 70-74, 6K. Neil Evans, Seattle, and Punish, Port Hadlock, Margaret Carlson, Olympia. Okay, for women's 6K, 75-79. Janet Mortensen, Port Townsend, Nan Toby Tyrell, Port Townsend, and Janet Higdon, Port Townsend, top three finishers, 80-89. Chloe Parr, Bremerton, Willow Waters, Seattle, Joanne Bailey, Port Townsend. Palin Vardin. Sarah Griffin finishing.
You gotta run, run.
Okay, the 6K male.
Keep running.
Top overall winners again. Greg Garner of Victoria.
Oh.
Carter Swart out Port Townsend and Juan Miguel from Belfair. Okay, the younger set. Vincent Findell. And 2 and 3 were bib number 2457 and 2485. All right, the under 6 group. Clayton Ernst, Port Angeles. Leighton Larson, Port Angeles. Zachary Tuttle. I think that's Port Townsend name. There's no city listed after though. All right, 7 to 12, we have Jasper Hitchman, Asher Brown, and Zarni Newman. 13 to 15, Carter Swarthout, Port Townsend. Juan Miguel, Belfair. Liam Hutchin, Seattle. 16 to 18, Lion Payne, Swim. Kristen Curtis, Port Angeles. Joshua Dearden, Kirkland. Okay, Sylvia Roller of Seattle is approaching the finishing line. Barbara Roller.
Yeah.
Okay, male, 19 to 24. John Ardency, Port Townsend. Alexander Hammond, Port Townsend. Hunter Wolford, Port Angeles. 25-29, Skylar Gillespie from Camas. Joshua Bingham, Port Townsend. Brian Thomas, 34-year-old 6K. Greg Garner, Victoria. Christopher Edwards, Tacoma. Shane Duff, Mont Lake Terrace. 35-39, Daniel Heaton, Chimicum. Andrew Lath, Edmonds. Kylie Talmadge, Port Angeles. 40 to 44, Richard Feely, Port Townsend. Jackson Ernst, Port Angeles. Lauren Larson, Port Angeles. All right, 45 to 49, Rex Post. Charles Ross, Ben Thomas. 50
Hey,
to
Jenny.
54,
Hey, Jenny.
Richard Zaberchuk. Number 1, Jesse Bias, number 2. Daniel Simony, number 3. 50-59, Rita Philly, Port Townsend. Forrest Edwards, Montesano. Lloyd Goodrich, Kent. 60-64, Lyman Leong, Port Townsend. Richard Lynch, Port Townsend. Larry Peterson, Port Angeles. 65-69, Rich Atwater from California. William White from Port Townsend. Neil Culver. And we have Elliot Erickson and Jackson Smith charging across the finish line. Give them a big hand, guys. They're running to the end. Okay, 70-74 for the 6K. Jim Beebe from Port Ludlow is first. Von Hemovich second. Larry Punish, pardon me. Port Hadlock third. 75-79, Roger Dean, Poulsbo. David Garrett, Port Angeles. Mike Mortensen, Port Townsend. Hi, Chris. Good. Jen Dempsey has finished the course. We'll see the two women that come to the race come by.
just squeaked. It's squeaking. My score, and I don't care.
Should we pull the ones with the tags on them, or with the ribbon? Can't run over them, right?